She sprinted towards the holding cells as the precinct fell into utter chaos. She shattered the lock on the outer door and slammed the ballistic glass shut. Spinning around, she drew her baton, entered the access code, and jammed the baton into the heavy steel gate to secure it. The madman was closing in. Holding her breath, she began resetting the security codes, knowing he had already obtained the old ones. While the system rebooted, she scrambled to reload her weapon, even as the ballistic glass behind her began to splinter under the onslaught. Luck was on her side. Seizing the opening, she fired a suppressive shot, ducked into the cell block, and sealed the final gate behind her. This was now the last safe zone in the precinct. The madman, realizing the stalemate, turned and vanished into the shadows of the hallway. Now she faced a new dilemma. Which of the two prisoners could she trust? Bleeding from a wound in her abdomen, she desperately needed backup. The first candidate, the man in the suit. She had arrested him herself for a disturbance at a gala, but he had managed to hide a suspicious gunshot wound behind a web of lies. She concluded the swindler was untrustworthy. The second candidate, the bearded man arrested by her colleague. He was a professional who had already attempted an assassination within these very walls. He was equally dangerous. As she hesitated,
Valerie?
backup arrived just 1 minute after her call, impossibly fast. There was a mole in the precinct. No real help was coming.
We're getting in there!
The traitor produced the building's blueprints, targeting the weakest wall of the cell block to breach her defenses. Ironically, the arrival of the mole provided her with the clarity she needed to break the deadlock. An assassin might not be sincere, but a swindler is eternally a swindler. She tossed the cell keys to the swindler and handed him her service weapon. As expected, he didn't stop to help her. Instead, he slipped out to ambush the madman, successfully scavenging the villain's heavier weaponry. He then cut the power, hoping to use the darkness to his advantage. Next, she released the assassin from the opposite cell. Moving like a ghost in the blacked-out station, the assassin swiftly neutralized the mole and took down the unarmed madman. However, in the moment of victory, the swindler betrayed him with a sneak attack. The swindler doused the cells in gasoline and pulled the trigger, setting the entire block ablaze. He walked toward the precinct exit with the swagger of a victor, unaware that she had already bandaged her wounds with the assassin's help. The swindler attempted a final ambush using a gasoline canister, but she was faster. With a precision shot, she struck a fire extinguisher, forcing the poor marksman into a corner. An unexpected explosion from the cells sent the swindler crashing to the ground. She retrieved her final bullet, aimed at the fleeing man, and found her mark.